Hello, my lovely individuals. I'm Kostego, and we're here with another art video. I'm trying to get a little bit of a backlog because the last project took forever. So, we're going to try to do some quick-ish projects like drawing and stuff like that. And somebody commented, and I'll leave the comment somewhere on the screen. Somewhere? But they commented about how my Ibuki Miyoda drawing looked somewhat Monster High-y. And actually, I love Monster High. So, yeah, I was already planning on doing like a drawing Monster High thing, but I figured this would be a good time to start that series. So, Draculara is my favorite character. My second favorite is probably Cleo. And, I don't know, well, draw a couple monster girls. So, let's get our goals ready, and let's get into it. As I am 28 years old now, oh my god, I still can't even believe that. I was a little bit too old when the first generation came out, but now that I'm an adult, I got really into Gen 3. I think they're really cool. I don't remember Gen 2, but I always appreciated the first generation because I thought they were actually like really cool looking and probably did subconsciously inspire my artwork a lot just from seeing the characters, even though I never actually had a doll myself. As you can see, I love Draculara, Cleo, and Frankie. I started off drawing some basic thumbnails of what I kinda had ideas for, because I think it makes my process a little bit easier, if that makes sense. Immediately, my pencil decided to not work, so that was a great start to my day. I was trying the long fake fingernail thing because I think it seems to help me train myself to hold my pencil like I'm not trying to strangle it. I decided to do the method where I trace my own artwork, not like trace, but just kind of get a plan of what's going on and then go over it with the light pad. At this point in my artistic journey, it definitely feels more refined to me instead of just going over the line work, because I always end up not being able to fully erase it, or it just looks a little shoddy in some ways. As for Draculara's outfit, I kind of looked at some Instagram stuff and on Pinterest, and I kind of emulsed together a lot of my favorite aspects from some of the outfits that I saw her have, so it's Draculara adjacent couture. I decided to change out those big hoop earrings for the bat ones that you see her have occasionally, and actually I believe I have a set of those myself in my collection. I'm just realizing now that the umbrella has 7 points, so that's gonna haunt me. It took just about a half an hour and maybe 5 minutes to get this general idea of what I wanted to make. Overall, it doesn't take me too long to make a design idea. I decided to do like a colored pencil redraw just before the final piece, just to kind of refine things and make sure I really had an idea of where I would want them to be in the final product. Not too many noticeable adjustments were made, but it does make it a lot easier when you're tracing it to really define where you are without all the extra scribbles. And with the red color, it makes it a little bit more distinct. I just noticed from the camera view, her face looks crooked. That's great. I went in off camera and refined it a little bit more with a blue pen, just to make it a little bit more refined. I've been staring at this long, my eyes are going wonky, just like hers. Do you ever get like so committed to something it's like you don't see all the flaws and then you take a day or two away from it and you're just like, oh yeah, that sucks. That's how I'm feeling at this moment. I was thinking about possibly making like a mug rug, a little punch needle mug rug with her, like, what do they call that? The ghoul logo or whatever on it. I think that'd be cool. Little extra project for the channel. hopefully won't take a month. I really need to do some major hand studies because it's like sometimes I feel like I'm decent at hands and then other times we're just struggle bussing it over here. And this was definitely a struggle bus time. I ain't gonna lie, I really need to get a thicker black liner that isn't just straight up a Sharpie. I do actually really like how I did her like fishnet stockings, where it almost looks like it's a little bit looser around her knees, how it would be like in real life. I didn't go out intending to do the little lines in her skirt, but happy accident. Ended up having to commit to it. It seems like a lot of the Draculara dolls have like twin tails kind of situations, so I wanted to represent that with this drawing. I think that's one of her best looks. Me being an idiot thought my light pad died even though it's plugged in. Then about an hour later, I realized if you long press the button, it lights up and dims. Did not remember that. I always like the look of like different colored stripes in someone's hair, but that just feels like a commitment hairstyle, to be honest, if you really want to commit to that level of stripage. Next, I started to attempt another drawing, but it didn't end up panning out. Trinity, you can't have that. You still can't have it, baby. I love you. Can mommy work on her art? Can you not take her eraser? No. You almost got it, you little booger. I absolutely hate this. I don't know why, it's just something about it. I don't know if I'm just not doing the bats right or I just don't like the ribbons or whatever, but I guess we're only doing one drawing in this because I just can't bring myself to finish this. So, yeah. Let's get into the glamour shots. As I am editing this at 3 in the morning on Friday, the day that it should be posted. But, yeah, my plan for a backlog did not work. So I'll have to try again. I just ended up not feeling too well this week, which is probably partly my non-inspiration to finish the second piece. So we'll get back into the swing of things. I like it. Very good artwork. Head's a little crooked, but I'm still learning. I've been drawing my whole life and I'm still learning. It never stops. So, yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe. As you know, it always helps out. And I'll see y'all lovely people next time. Bye!